Ironblood's just one on main phase. I know, that's what I just said, Ironblood. We could have gotten in for 2. I know. I was posturing, I was thinking maybe I want to do it during his turn. But that's just greedy, like hoping for another Silvergill. Oh wow, I called it, Dismember. That whole time I was right. I got that feeling that there was a Dismember in his hand. Doesn't mean I should have still gotten in with 2 with my Prodigy, but it doesn't mean this play wasn't right, but I definitely could, like, feel the Dismember in his hand. Another Silvergill? Okay. I could, like, feel it. I just kind of knew. He revealed another Silvergill Adept? Wow. Okay. I mean, I might draw a card off the Staticaster. I might draw a card off the Staticaster with the Sage of Fables. I mean, it's nice that it's a 1/4, but it might be more useful just as a... The 1/1 counter might just be more useful as a card draw. What about Patron Wizard? That is only legal in Legacy. You're actually becoming a wizard. Master the Pearl Trident? Okay. I mean, these tools seem great in this matchup. I don't know if we're going to get them. We had a tutor for this one. We just naturally had this one. We really should run 2 Lavamancers. I think it's too good for the deck. Especially just what we've seen here today. I think that this should be really should be 2 Lavamancer. We'll run a Jace. Mao, did you fall asleep? He's ghost quartering himself. Okay. Sigil Tracer's probably a little too cute, Bucky, but I like where your mind is. I like where you're thinking. I'm going to draw a card. Snapcaster Mage. Okay. Snap Dispel. I have access to Snap Dispel now. We have another fetch land in our hand, so this is a fine play, I think. I'm ahead on time. False. And the Strand's still just better. So Snapcaster Mage is going to come in as a 3/2. That's relevant. Not spell dense enough. I mean, I think more than 2 Snapcasters might just be wrong. We're not very... I agree that we're not spell dense. I mean, there's a reason, like, you know, there's a lot of reasons why Fish, for example, doesn't run doesn't run Snapcaster Mage, typically. I think we have room for maybe, like, one... Somebody suggests just run Jace instead, because it's never just dead like the Snapcasters can be. Just run a Jace instead. We can do that, Harbinger of Tide. That's annoying. I don't know if I counter it, though. What is he trying to bounce? I think it's fine. I think he's trying to bounce the Staticaster. Science rules. ZN Daddy, thanks for the follow. He's bouncing the Sage. That's fine. We'll replay it. So we'll crack the Strand. We'll exile not the Dispel. Not the Dispel. So exile that and that. Take up at the Harbinger. Okay, Delta, that's more food for Lava Man. Okay. "3/2 Snapcaster Mage," says Chubby. I know, right? Such value. Actually gonna crack this now. There's a couple reasons to do it that way. Say go. I don't know, I just felt like we were in control of this game, you know? Like, I don't even have to flash anything back with the Snapcaster. I can just Lava Mance his blocker, flash in Snapcaster, it'll get the trigger on the Sage, swing, he's dead. You like Storm Chaser? That is a new wizard, isn't he? Storm Chaser, the 2-drop. Yeah. The problem is we're not really prowessing this guy a lot, but I mean he's got a lot going for him. 1/3 flying haste prowess. Alright, we're sideboarding. That's not a terrible idea for the deck. Not sure we would have won this if he wasn't mana screwed. Fish normally only makes about 3 land drops quick rar. That's normal. So somebody suggested Teferi? Or Kronos? I don't know. What about resetting his vials? I know I brought in the sprees. What about just resetting his vials? Storm Chaser's just overrated garbage, says Blood. Okay. I'll take your word for it. So we saw Dismember out of our opponent. Does it make us change anything? Like, how good is Spellskite in the matchup, honestly? Maybe I'm over... I'm good even without Kronos. We were good without a zombie, too. Yeah, I think the new version we're just going to run more bolts. I could see a 2 of Electrolyze. It is one of my favorites. Or like a 1/1 split of Snapcaster Mage, Jace. I do like the Singleton Snapcaster because we can tutor for it if we need a roast. I don't hate like a 1/1 split of Jace. Snap. Your hand was empty though. Spellskite blocks almost everything. Nikia says, no, it's target player. Yeah, this is target player. It's not going to reset our stuff. This gets used in Vintage, for example. I don't know. Fencer. So flexible yet. What are we going to actually do with you? And he's on the play this time. I like this setup a little better. This kind of respects what he's doing a little bit better. I mean, the Dispel has a target. We saw he brought in Lightsmith. Let's try the Hercules Recall. Let's see how it works. I mean, I like some of the changes we're making. Although Mao went to bed, didn't he? He said he was falling asleep in his chair. We may not be able to play with the Jace tonight, guys, because I think Mao fell asleep and Mao's the guy that borrowed my Jace. But that's okay. That's okay. I think you do keep this. This has a vial of our own and answers his vial and his first threats. Who's the Aether Vial deck now? Still seems A, they get to use the vial before it gets returned. Not much value. Alright, Mirror Regery. Okay. That's what we actually want to kill. You try to ignore the Adept as long as you can. Could just play out the spell skite. I mean, for tempo purposes, it'd be nice to just immediately bolt the Reejerey when it hits the table, but drawing the spell skite makes me feel like I want to kind of also get this guy out on the table. Because I'd rather vial in the Prodigy for my 2 and keep ticking this up. Vrin's Prodigy. Mal borrowed it from the stream. He borrowed it for me for the weekend. He was trying to give it back to me earlier, but we were in the middle of matches. This deck is still a blast. I mean, I don't care if we lose. It's still a blast. A Master of the Pearl Trident? Okay. Now here's a concern. He does have Ghost Quarters. So actually, if I get the basic mountain, we might be cut from red. I'm not even kidding. It might be correct to shock ourselves here. Because I only have 1 mountain. If I let him cut us from red, we're in kind of trouble. It's an investment. Think of it as an investment. An investment in our future of playing future red spells. Vapor Snag? Okay. Now, I don't have to pay life on the spell skite play. You know, am I really going to actually vial in Prodigy and counter the next thing he plays? Maybe. He does have a reach that I care about. That would be a reason to pay life on this. And then we Ghost Quarter our island, get another island, vial in the Prodigy, counter the Mirror Reejerey, and we keep up with him, hopefully. I mean, if I was in his position, I would just slam the reach. That's what I would do. I wouldn't be anticipating something like Violin, Void Mage Prodigy, Ghost Quarter, Island, Tap Island, Ghost Quarter, Island, Blue, counter. Would you? I don't think I would. I would not expect that play from my Wizard's opponent. Yeah, he goes for it. Okay, so we're going to vial this in. And he could have like a something, I don't know. He could have something. Run Black and run Dark Confidant and Thoughtseize. I do have Bobs. I do have Dark Confidants. We could. You want me to go Black with this? We could try. Guys, you know I'm always open to ideas. I am always open to ideas. Flying Haste Prowess isn't very good. Dismember? Nice. Okay, hang on a second. So we can Dispel. But that does mean he's getting the reach. Part of me almost wants to just get the mountain. No, probably not. Probably still get Island. Let me think about it. Nah, Island. Black would make Dismember better. True. I don't know, we're gonna have to top well. So yes, put in the Spell Skite. Tick this up, hope for stuff off the top. Prodigy. Okay.